You know, we're all pretty used to AI that can chat with us, maybe draft an email or create an image. But what we're talking about today is a whole different ballgame. It's a fundamental shift from AI that just answers our questions to AI that actually gets our work done. Let's dive into what that really means.
To really wrap your head around this change, just ask yourself this one simple question. Is the AI you're using today a helpful assistant? Someone who finds information for you? Or is it a productive employee? Someone who actually completes tasks for you? Because that difference, well, it's everything.
And this slide really hits the nail on the head. On one side, you've got generative AI. It's fantastic and it's built for talking. You give it a prompt, it gives you a response. But on the other side, we have what's called Agentic AI, and this stuff is built for acting. It doesn't just talk about doing the task, it actually does it.
Now, this move from talking to acting, it's a genuine architectural shift. We're not just talking about a simple software update here. We're talking about a completely new way for AI to operate inside a business. It's going from being just another tool to being a truly autonomous system. So what exactly is Agentic AI? Well, think of it as an AI system that can reason on its own, set its own sub-goals, and, this is the crucial part, use other software tools to carry out complex tasks from start to finish, all by itself.
A really powerful way to think about this is to see these agents as digital employees. They're not just lines of code, they're autonomous workers that you can integrate right into your team, and they are capable of, seriously, drastically increasing your company's output.
So, how does a digital employee actually think? It really boils down to this simple but incredibly powerful three-step loop. First, it plans a path to whatever goal you give it. Second, it acts on that plan, using tools like APIs, databases, whatever it needs. And finally, it observes the results of its actions, learns from the feedback, and just keeps iterating until the job is done perfectly.
Okay, so the theory is cool, but let's see how this stuff actually works in the real world. We're going to look at a case study of a company that built what they called a unified brain to solve a pretty massive internal problem. And the problem they were facing is something I think a lot of companies can relate to. Just total information chaos. All their important business data was scattered all over the place, which was creating these huge bottlenecks, especially for their customer service team. Just picture this for a second. Their product manuals, they were living over in Amazon storage. All the important HR and warranty policies were buried deep inside SharePoint. And of course, all the marketing stuff was in Google Drive. So to answer even one simple customer question, an employee had to manually search 3 different systems. What a nightmare.
So, how'd they solve it? Well, they built an Agentic AI solution based on a plan and execute framework. This new digital employee was designed to be the single point of contact that could navigate all that chaos completely on its own.
And here's how it worked. A customer calls in with a complicated question. The AI agent first breaks down the goal, realizing, okay, I need warranty info from SharePoint and some tech specs from Amazon. Then it calls the right APIs to pull all that data in an instant. Finally, it pulls it all together, synthesizes an answer, and acts on it. Maybe it even finds a relevant discount offer to help the customer service rep close a sale right there on the spot.
All right, so the system is clever, we get that, but did it actually deliver? Well, the results were, and I'm not exaggerating here, absolutely transformative.
Just look at these numbers. It's wild. The response time for a complex question plummeted from 4.5 minutes down to just 12 seconds. The rate of solving a customer's problem on the very first try, it shot up from 58% to 91%. And because of all that, sales conversions literally doubled, going from 12% to 24%.
And think about the impact of that first touch resolution number. That jump from 58% to 91% is enormous. It means way more happy customers who get what they need, right away, with no follow-up calls or escalations. That is a huge win for customer satisfaction and a massive cut in operating costs.
But this number says it all. 12 seconds. What used to take an employee almost 5 minutes of stressful manual searching now takes a digital employee less time than it takes you to read this sentence. That's the real power of moving from just answering questions to actually acting. Look, this case study isn't just a cool story about one company's success. It's pointing to a much, much bigger trend that is going to affect pretty much every business online. The very nature of how we find information is changing right under our feet.
For the last 2 decades, search engines have given us a list of links, basically a list of potential places to find an answer. It's a research project. But now, they're evolving into answer engines. Users don't want a list of links anymore. They expect a direct, synthesized answer. And these AI agents, they're going to be the ones providing those answers.
And that leaves all of us with a final and pretty critical question to think about. As the internet shifts from being a library of links to becoming a source of direct answers, will AI agents cite your business as the authority? Or will you get left out of the conversation entirely?